How's it going, everyone? Here for the losers finals match of the Columbus Coliseum Season 3. I'm gonna do something a little bit different since I noticed these videos were lasting 45 minutes to an hour, which is just a long time. I decided for this one I'd try just going through the replays. Let me know if you think this is better or if you prefer to just skip around with the full length. But yeah, so I'll jump into the team building. Um, so I brought Excelgor, Clefable, Mega Aggron, Dragapult, Zarude, and Donphan. Basically, pretty similar to the team I brought last time. The Aggron is different. It's the Iron Defense, Body Press, Rest, and I had Dragon Tail in case of Reuniclus setting up. Hindsight, that probably should have been Avalanche, or Earthquake even, but either way. I have Final Gambit on my Excelgor. Mostly just because it has a higher base HP than Skarmory. It can deal with Koko, chipped Vaporeon, chipped Glysaur. It's just in general, just nice to have that option. And then mainly just to set up spikes, pivot around, take items with U-turn knockoff. Clefable, it's a Wish Teleport with Moonblast and Flamethrower. Flamethrower, just to help it deal better with Skarmory, prevent it from just being able to heal up on Clefable. Moonblast, in case of Mega Gyarados, and just to hit things harder in general. Dragapult has Sub, Dragon Dance, Dragon Darts, Fire Blast. Again, Fire Blast, I needed something other than a Dragon move to hit stuff, and I wanted something other than a physical move, especially to hit if he brought Pharaoh Seed, but largely just because of Skarmory. And then I have enough special attack to, I believe, guarantee an Oko on Skarmory, which doesn't matter, but because of Sturdy, but it does a good amount. Or it might be enough to guarantee a 2-hit KO. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something to do with Skarmory. Or maybe Tapu Koko to give it a chance to 2-hit KO Koko, maybe. Choice Band's Rude. Last time I played him, I noticed there was a lot of situations where I could pivot something into Vaporeon, but I didn't have anything that could really punish Vaporeon for being in there. I think my Dragapult's T-Bolt did like 35 or something. So I wanted something that I could pivot in and hit something hard. And especially once Skarmory is gone, there's no switch in on his team, unless besides Pharaoh Seed, if he brought Pharaoh Seed, to Power Whip. And then Donphan, it's my removal, so Rapid Spin, and then Ice Shard in case of Zygarde, and just to deal some damage to Glysaur. It still doesn't even 2-hit KO. Earthquake, and Knockoff. And yeah, that's the team I brought. So we can jump into the replays now. So the first one, and I'm going to have it on the really slow settings so I can kind of talk. Now I might pause it at a couple points, but we'll see. And if it gets painfully slow, which may be the case, okay, we're just going to go to slow. That's actually wild. So I got a lead I kind of wanted, and I forgot that Skarmory has the Sturdy ability. So I was like, oh, nice, I can get rid of Skarmory. That did not work. But it does let me get in Dragapult. I Dragon Darts just because I didn't want to let Skarmory roost, and it would have killed. Gets good damage on Vaporeon, so now I know he was especially defensive Vaporeon. Yeah, so, and it has Ice Beam. And that's going to be important while I'm figuring out moves during this game. This matchup is one that we all saw a million times in the last time we faced. Both are just going to kind of wish up, turn around. There's flip turn into Glysaur, probably wanting to get his Toxic Orb set up. And he does. So I just wish. And he U-turns out, and I believe I teleport here. So this is my chance. I can get rid of the hazards, get rid of rocks. He doesn't reveal U-turn there, so at this point I was assuming that he had Grass Knot or something like that. Instead of U-turn Volt Switch, which he ran last time. And Gyarados is something I didn't face last time, but again, I have Zarude, so I wasn't too worried. As long as I don't get, like, flinched or frozen by Ice Fang. And because I'm banded, I can kill even without the Mega Evolve. Unfortunately, I know he's going to U-turn there, but I really want to save Zarude. And so I take this chance to get rid of Vaporeon's leftovers. Reveals Protect. But I'm Assault Vest. I know this Vaporeon doesn't have any investment in special attack, so just gonna take the hit. I figure I'll be able to Wish Pass into it later and get rid of leftovers. So Vaporeon's gonna have to Wish. No more healing, 12% with Protect. And there, I just wanted to Rapid Spin in case went into Glysaur. Into Skarmory, so that I would be faster. And Ice Shard or Knockoff would kill. So I just take this chance to get a Wish off. And here's why I brought Flamethrower. Can just keep Skarmory low. So try to make it so Excelgor's work sacrifice was not entirely in vain. Just checking for a roll, I'm assuming, is what he was doing, seeing if that was a high roll, which I think it was about average roll. Yeah, force that thing out. Glysaur comes in. I can't do anything to it with Clefable, so I just get out of there. And here, if I remember correctly, I Iron Defense on the U-turn. He goes into Koko, which is a great call on his part. I didn't know if he was Specs or not. The Specs does like 80, so I didn't want to mess with that. I figured here I would learn. If he's not Specs, I'm dead. And turns out, yes, he is Specs. So I'm able to get rid of those rocks and go into Clefable. So this part of the game, for the next 10-15 turns or so, I believe is a lot of wish passing and healing things up, keeping everything healthy. Basically, my goal is to kill Skarmory, and once Skarmory's dead, I'm in a very good position. So, yeah, and here's my chance to do it. I click Power Whip, which would have killed, and I miss it, and the leftovers makes it so I would have needed a max roll, and I decided I'd rather just take the chance to get in Dragapult. So unfortunate miss there. I don't think it would have definitely changed the outcome of the game, but definitely would have put me in a much better situation. So there I learned it's Scarf Rapidash. I get a Lucky Burn. So I can't feel too bad about that miss, because now this Rapidash is on a timer, which is really important. I get AGGRON in here, and I believe I just straight click body press. And yep. So there, I learned I'm doing 27, so that's good damage. I thought he was gonna Dazzling Gleam. Instead, I take 1,000,000 damage. He makes a really good switch. This was a really good play on his part. The reason I went into this is because I thought he would go into... I thought he would just stay in and click it. And that he would assume I'd go into Donphan, so he might go to Vaporeon to try to wish something up, but he did not. So here's where I believe I miss out on a roll here, but I get a good roll in the first one. So here I think it was like actually a 50-50 if I killed from 100 in 2 turns, and I got a really good roll on the first one. Did like 57 or something, and then I don't get the roll on the second one, which is unfortunate. But Glysaur's low, so I didn't feel too bad. Can bring in Zarude, and I believe I just click U-turn or Drain Punch or something. Darkest Lariat. Yep. Yeah, so now things get tough, because my ways of killing Skarmory are very lacking. So I sack AGGRON, just in case, because I thought he might click Dazzling Gleam. I just Flamethrower. My reasoning there is Tapu Koko's now in range of Ice Shard from Donphan. And if Tapu Koko's gone, then his Zarude checks are not very present. Unfortunately, I have no way of breaking Skarmory. I did a damage check here. This was largely to prepare for Game 2, but I can speed this part up. Basically, I just wanted to see how much Lariat was doing. Doing 42. So that made me realize he was full max defense. So now I just click Lariat a few times. And yeah, the game is going to end eventually. So he 4-0'd me game 1, but I felt decent because it would have been a much closer game if I had just hit that Power Whip. I wanted to see how fast I could get my my Donphan up to. And yeah, good first game. So moving into game 2, I decided to just straight lead off AGGRON, I believe, or Excelgor again. You turn out, not gonna Final Gambit because he's more HP than me. Good wish on his part, he can just kind of relax. I believe I just teleport. Just a second, my dog's barking at something. What's up? Okay? You okay? Okay. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, so exciting, I know. Hey, come on. Go. Okay. So, say hi to Turtle. And, yeah, let's go. So I teleport out, I just go into Zarude. I knew that I was in good shape there. I just click U-turn. So I figured he wouldn't just want to sack Gyarados right there. Get in Dragapult, and just sub up. Let's speed this up to normal, see how that works. Still getting used to it myself, so we'll see. So Dragon Darts, because I knew it was a 2-hit KO from there. Here, I thought, oh, he's not going to want to sack Vaporeon yet. So I'll sub up. If I lose a little health and he does click Ice Beam, then good play on his part. But I can get a Dragon Dance off. This, as long as I hit the Fire Blast, lets me get some damage onto Rapidash. And then go hard into Aggron. So here's where Aggron is finally able to do some better work. Glysaur comes in, sets up rocks. I get up 1 Iron Defense. U-turns out, and I get up another Iron Defense. And now, Body Press is doing 48 to Glysaur. So, I take 8% from an Earthquake and get up another Iron Defense. And at this point, something is going to die on his team. He has to sack something. He chooses Glysaur, which I do believe choosing Glysaur over Skarmory was the correct choice there. Unfortunately, Koko always kills from that range, so that was the other good thing, is it let him get Aggron in range of Koko. But I'm already in a much better situation than I was last game with Glysaur dead. So, praying for no freeze on the Ice Fang, and then I just decided to Drain Punch, get a little bit of health back. Because I can always just go to Clefable here. Now I can either Wish Pass or just teleport out, and I decide to Wish Pass. Get an Excelgor, and here I start getting out my spikes. I get 1 layer, I hit 2 layers, get rid of the leftovers, and I U-turn out. Oh no, I do get up a 3rd layer. I forgot about that. Okay, then I U-turn out. Go back into Clefable. And the reason I wanted spikes up is to force him to reveal whether he had Defog on Skarmory or whether he had an attacking move. Because I knew he had Roost, Toxic, and Stealth Rock. So I wanted to see if Defog was also there. It is. So I know that Skarmory actually can't do anything to Aggron. It's always a free... Actually can't do anything to Clefable. And it was a free sub anytime I had Pult in. So that was the logic there. Here, he has to respect a Final Gambit. I don't go for it, but he would have lost his specs also, which would have been bad for him at this point. Good protect on his part. Lets him get a wish off. Him having protect on Vaporeon is a problem for Banded Zarude, as long as Skarmory's alive, because you can always scout to see if I actually click Power Whip or if I'm just U-turning and go from there. But U-turn's doing like 40 to Vaporeon anyways, so I just keep U-turning around. Really good damage. And here's where having Moonblast on Clefable was good. It 1 Moonblast, and I'm max defense, so no flinch, no flinch, no flinch, no flinch, Gyarados down. That still wasn't that scary. Body Press from Aggron was killing, and I think even if he had Earthquake, he would have needed a lot of flinches, basically. And that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage also. And yeah, forgot what Electric Terrain did, and revealed Rest for no reason, but oh well. I assume Mystical Fire was coming out, so I switch out again, get Donphan back in. That's going to be not a lot of damage coming out. Can get rid of Skarm's leftovers, which is really nice. And here, I get to kill something automatically. And he chooses Vaporeon. And that's why Final Gambit used in the middle of a match is better, because then Skarmory's sturdy can be broken. I went ahead and sacked AGGRON there. Not much I can do about that. I surprisingly live that. And can bring in Donphan. Get healed back up. And I get to get off another wish. I think this was to check whether I was unaware or not. I think he's not in a good position this game, so I think that was the logic there. See if I'm unaware. If I am, great. If not, then he knows for next game. So here's a bunch of switches ending up with this. I can get another wish off. And here, I believe what do I do? Just Moonblast? Yeah. Moonblast. I get a special attack drop also. I think either way he would have switched out there. I Flamethrower to try to catch a Skarmory coming in. Okay, get Donphan in. And what do I click? Knockoff? Knockoff, and now that's an Ice Shard range, and Donphan can clean up everything from here. So fast forward, it's just a Earthquake into another... Oh, he crits? Wait, I forgot about this. So, I'm like, okay, I win. Like, Dazzling Gleam does 45 to 50 max to this thing. Crits Dazzling Gleam. Like, oh no. That's scary. Moonblast, it's a roll, doesn't kill. This thing's at 5%. Now, if I miss Fire Blast, my season is over. Luckily, I hit Fire Blast. That almost was absolute disaster for me. But, Heart Pounding was able to move into Game 3, and, let's see. So, starting off, not wanting to take a Mystical Fire and knowing AV Donphan can tank everything. Yeah, once again, Skarm just being a huge problem. I get an AGGRON. Get to do a chunk to Koko. And what do I do here? Oh, Iron Defense once. I Iron Defense again. Oh no, I Body Press. Now I Iron Defense again. And now I rest? Yeah, so basically here, he should have gone into Koko here. If he goes into Koko, then I have to switch out. I understand wanting to wish up. But now I basically guarantee kill at least one, likely two things. So first up is Gyarados, and then has to sack Rapidash. Mystical Fire, after two of them, puts me in range of Koko. Because a 4 times resist to Body Press means I can't quite kill. But already just taking out two things that weren't the most pivotal pieces of the team, but they're still sacks. And it forces him to click T-Bolt there. So already, starting off, AGGRON's done a great job, gotten rid of Gyarados and Rapidash. And yeah, so that gives me a lot more leeway in how I can play this game. Because I have 2 extra Mons that I can sack at some point. So, just kind of pivoting around. Wanted to do a damage check on Ice Shard. I think it was going to do about 50. Oh yeah, forgot about this. Yeah, I crit the Body Press. It's not going to end up mattering. I just wanted chip on Glysaur, and the crit ended up making Glysaur take a total of like an extra 20, which not a huge deal. I Final Gambit, and this is what I was talking about. It gives me leeway to play around. Now Skarmory's low, Glysaur's at like 60, which means Dragapult's in a really good situation to just kind of blow through the rest of the team. So I Dragon Darts, and I just Dragon Darts again. And now all that I need is a little bit of chip on Koko, and the game will end whenever I can get Dragapult back in. So that's what I did there. Just get the Ice Shard chip. As long as I hit a Fire Blast on Koko, I was in good shape. This game was still far from over because I do have to hit that Fire Blast, and if I miss it, Koko does just kind of run through the rest of my team. And I also don't have a way of killing Glysaur or Skarmory. So it was still a tough one, but I do get in Dragapult here. And I do get a sub up. And I can start Dragon Dancing. So I know that I get a really, really good roll there. And I don't get the roll there. So living with 1%, but I live with 4. I'm not sure what the rolls on either of those were. I think they were pretty standard. I think from 100, I don't have a very good chance of OHKOing Glysaur. So now, I hit the Fire Blast, and that is the game. So I will be getting my rematch against Jgola in the finals. So looking forward to that. Really hoping that I can at least take the first set off of him and hopefully run it back again in the second set. Yeah. GG's to Andrew Cosinity, the coach of the New England Nidokings. This set again was incredible and really fun. I've had a lot of fun every time I've played against you, so well played, and yeah, I'll be back next week for finals. Thanks for watching.